till I got to one Sunday there, and we were all there, and this one aunt, I can't remember what
This is right after the war, right? You just got back.
Right after the war.
Yeah.
And she says, I never thought, and my dad was mixing drinks.
Yeah.
And she says, I never thought in the world that I would see Kurt White mixing alcohol to give to his son. She says, this is the day of blessing. And everybody started laughing. And Dad says, listen, he brought 2 boys back to me. I owe him that. And my dad was, well, he had some pretty drunken brothers. So
Yeah.
he had this Uncle Leonard, which he was a character by himself, but when he got to drinking, he was a wild character.
Yeah.
And him and Dad, I've walked him home more than once, and I'd be on his right side, and I'd run my arm under his, and he'd come across and grab this arm here and hold it against him, because Dad says, don't ever give him a chance. He'll take a sucker punch at you. And he says, he's got a punch, he'll floor you.
Yeah.
So I'd always, he'd say, take your uncle home. I'd get to talking to him, and I'd slide my arm under his right arm and around and catch his left arm, so he had nothing to swing with. But he says he'll do it to you.
You got him home okay?
Oh yeah, a lot of times I took him home that way.
So how many uncles did you have?
Oh God, I've never stopped and counted all them. Uncle Bart, Uncle Jim, Uncle Leonard. There was Uncle John. I think Uncle John. He was on my mother's side.
Yeah.
And the one that just died, if he'd lived another month, he'd have been 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jesus. Yeah, there was a lot of wrong with that. I think there was 8 in that family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Uncle John, he got kicked out of school, 2 different schools, and finally his dad put him down in the coal mine, and he had some chalk or something, and he was drawing, and he's a damn good artist. He was drawing pictures of guys on the coal down in there, and they kicked him out of there. So then he went down and he started hanging out at the depot. And my mother and sister, she used to get up, and she had to stand on a box to be high enough to get up the drain board. And bake every morning, she'd bake 8 pies. When the trains come through, they would give the pies to the train company, and they'd pay it for it. And they said she had to stand on boxes, she was so short. But she just barely made, she's about an inch short of being 5 foot when she passed away. But by God, she could cook. But no, that was, their mother died when they were, the youngest of them was alive, but that was all. And then it was, they just took up, different ones took up part of the family and started taking care of them and everything. And she had a pretty rough life, the little gal.
Yeah. So, Marianne, did she have any brothers or sisters? Your wife?
None that we knew of.
Okay.
No. She had roamed all over the United States, a lot of it all by herself. And she went in, I can't remember now whether she was in the Army or Marines. Army, Air Force. Because her father and mother, they were working in a coal town it wasn't too far over into Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was born, I forget what country he was from, but she
Was it Slovenia?
I don't know, but she was supposed to have had a boy, and she had a girl, and he said she had an affair with another man. She couldn't have a girl with him. He had to be, and he was going to kill Marion, and they got into a battle like. So she come to San Francisco, and there was a couple that was going back to Ireland.
Yeah.
And they were going to take the baby back, and her mother just couldn't give her up, and finally backed out on the deal. And she kept her there for some time, and when she got up big enough, she started putting her people used to take a child like that in and keep them board in the room, and they would help do housework and stuff like that. And so she got friendly with this one girl. Well, her father was a newspaper reporter, and he wanted his wife had passed away.
Yeah.
And
Here, is that strong enough?
yeah.
Okay, this is the rest of it. I'm going to put next to your bed, so they don't take it.
Oh.
That's the rest of the shot of whiskey.
And so he was a reporter for the Call Bulletin. So he wanted Marion to move in with his daughter because her mother had passed away, and she didn't want to live with her rat now. So Marion went and lived with her for quite a while.
Okay.
And then she got a job in the little theater there, and she worked there, and that's where I met her there once or twice because she was a usherette and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, but then I was in the Army then, and so then she went and joined the Navy then, and she stayed in until the war ended. But when it ended, she was on the East Coast. So then she started some college over there, but she didn't stay very long.
Yeah.
And I can remember her telling about going in a store, and there's a half a dozen women, and then a couple of guys just standing around this thing talking about her. And it was what is it we get? It's got kind of thorns on it, but they skin them and eat them. They're some kind of vegetable.
Oh, the artichokes.
Artichoke.
Yeah.
They had an artichoke there. None of these people knew what it was. They said, well, you can't eat it with all them thorns and that. So she says, no, and she told. And so the guy says, well, we've got all the tools here. Will you show us how to do it? So she went ahead and done it for him and that and whatnot. And messed around. And then she come back out here, and she moved in with some friends that had raised her part way.
Yeah.
And he, Charlie, what the hell is her last name? Charlie and Ella.
Yeah, I don't remember the last name. Something.
Anyway, she lived there with them, and that's where we met her because I got insurance through him.
Yeah.
And they were a hell of a nice. They treated her just like she was their daughter.
Yeah.
And so then, I actually, we started going pretty steady together and that. And so I said, well, I got an offer from another company, and I wouldn't be seeing her. She says, why? And I said, we traveled that. Well, she says, when we get married, she says, it don't make any difference. And I said, when are we getting married? She says, the first time we get to Reno. I said, what? And she says, didn't you know that? And she laughed. And she says, if I don't make you love me, she said, you don't have to marry me. And I mean, we just got along so well together. Oh, hell.
Yeah.
I'll get married. And we went ahead, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because, I mean, anything I wanted to do, that was all right with her. She never argued about anything. And a hell of a cook.
It's quite a story. So I'm kind of intrigued about how she was born. So was there an affair there, or did the husband think she had an affair? Marianne's mother. You mentioned that that the mother potentially had an affair. Did the husband think that Marianne's
Well, that's right. It was some kind of a foreign guy
Okay.
that was she was married to.
Yeah.
He's Slovenian.
He'd come here from a foreign country
Yeah.
to work in a gold mine in Nevada.
Yeah.
And he was going to kill the baby.
Because he thought that he could only have sons.
Yeah, he thought it was illegal, and so he was going to kill it. And that's the way her mother run, and her mother was going to ship her back
Oh, I see.
to Ireland. And she got to San Francisco, met this young couple there, and they just fell in love with it, and they said, they'd take her.
Yeah.
Well, then at the last minute, she said, you can't, I got to keep her. She's mine. And that's where she got stuck here then.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was, she had quite a bad, well, it's, she got, there's a picture someplace, I don't know where it is now, but her her mother lived in Yosemite Park for a whole year. Yeah, her mother worked there,
Yeah.
and her mother was a horse lover, and she loved to ride out. There's a picture of her mother on the horse, and this big house there, and that house at that time was in Yosemite.
Okay. So where does her mother come from? Ireland?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
From, I guess you'd say Bantry.
Bantry. Okay. Okay. How's the drink?
Good. Now, if you to me,